There's a reason why truckers whisper the name CAT3406R like it's some kind of legend. And no, it's not just diesel nostalgia. It's because this engine is a beast, and it's not coming back. Why are some diesel techs still fighting to get their hands on it? And more importantly, should you be thinking about rebuilding or swapping in a 3406R for your rig? Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll understand why the 3406R has become a mechanical cult icon, and what they never told you about its final days. Warning: watching this video might cause a sudden urge to cruise cross-country at 65 miles per hour while humming Eastbound and Down. Let's set the stage. The CAT 3406R, born from Caterpillar's long-standing 3406 series, isn't just another diesel engine. It's a pre-EGR mechanical dinosaur from the tail end of the analog era. Manufactured in the late 90s, the R stands for Riemann, and no, it doesn't mean reduced performance. In fact, the 3406R was Caterpillar's final encore before emission standards pushed them out of the on-highway engine game altogether. But here's where things get juicy. The 3406R is mechanical, not electronic. That means no ECM failures, no sensors losing their minds in cold weather, no DEF, no EGR, just pure, unfiltered diesel power. It's the engine that makes old-school truckers raise an eyebrow and say, "Now that's a motor." But there's always a but. This engine comes with some baggage. So why isn't everyone running 3,406 rupees anymore? Here's where the real story starts to unfold. Caterpillar officially stopped making highway truck engines in 2010 due to the strict emissions regulations that reshaped the diesel world. The 3406R, as a remanufactured version of the 3406C and 3406E hybrids, was essentially a farewell letter from CAT to the trucking world. But that didn't stop owner-operators from hunting them down like they were treasure. Think of it like trying to find a working VHS player in the age of streaming. Sure, it's outdated, but if you know how to use it, the results are incredible. The 3406R boasts up to 550 horsepower, over 1,850 pound-feet of torque, legendary B model block durability, E model head and injectors for smoother performance. This fusion created a Frankenstein of power and reliability. And just when you think this thing can't get any cooler, there's one huge downside no one's talking about, and it could cost you thousands. Don't go anywhere. This next part might be the difference between a smart investment and a diesel disaster. Let's talk real-world risks. Parts availability for the 3406R is tightening fast. CAT still supports some Riemann parts, but sourcing a complete long block or high-quality rebuild kit, that's a race against time. And then there's the legal issue. Here's a question to chew on. Can you legally drop a 3406R into a newer truck? Well, technically, no. The EPA restricts retrofitting older non-emissions engines into newer chassis, but that hasn't stopped some determined owners from skirting the line. Not advice, just reality. So if you're planning to snag a 3406R, you need a pre-2000 chassis to stay compliant, a diesel tech who knows mechanical tuning, a backup plan when parts take 6+ weeks to arrive. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. What if I told you Caterpillar is quietly influencing the next diesel wave, without even making truck engines? Yep. There's a new chapter unfolding, and it's directly connected to the 3406 legacy. And in our next video, we're diving deep into what CAT's doing behind the scenes, and how you can stay ahead of the diesel curve. If you learned something new, smash that like button like a piston at full stroke. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. Drop a comment. Would you still run a 3406R today? Or is it time to move on? Until next time, keep it loud, keep it legal, and never let emissions kill your horsepower.